Welcome to the weekend. Here we are. It is Saturday and we are LIVE live. Welcome to Crafters TV at the weekend, which is brilliant. I'm Derek, by the way. If we have never met before, I would shake you by the hand, but it's a long way to Pennsylvania or Preston or wherever you happen to be around the world. I want to know, oh, I haven't got my gadget to keep in touch with you. I'll sort that out in a second because that's the most important bit of the show. That's what I'm here for. I'm just here for the gossip. Anyway, welcome. We have got a brilliant masterclass for you in the next couple of hours. You are going to love this. And we're going to take a little wander. Let's go for a little walk. Not under the moon of love, but we're going to take a walk through the Garden of Love in the next couple of hours, which is an amazing, amazing collection. Oh, I've got so much to tell you, so much to tell you. Don't forget, of course, right the way across the weekend, anything you buy, you get triple Club Inspire points. Ta-da! We've tripled the points across the weekend, which is brilliant. Right the way through until midnight on the 19th of July, whenever that is. I think that's the end of Sunday, isn't it? Yeah, the end of Sunday, wherever you are in the world. Anyway, that's going to be good. So anything that you buy today or all day tomorrow, you just triple those points, which is brilliant. I love that. Listen, I'm not on my own. You'll be glad to know you're not going to have 2 hours of just me, because we've got to say cuckoo cuckoo to Mrs. Robinson. Here she is. It's Debbie Robinson.
Good morning, Derek. Hello.
Morning.
And welcome. Do you know what? I'm so excited to be here. Kickstarting the very first live with you, Derek.
I know.
It's so exciting. We really, really are super excited. There's been a real buzz about the place this morning because it is our very first show live, and I've got the masterclass with one of my favourite collections that Sarah's done, which is the Garden of Love. It's all about sharing the love, Derek. Sharing the love.
We've got a lot of love this morning, and Debbie's got a special deal of the show as well. Debbie, haven't you?
I have indeed. I was there. Did you see me? I went for a quick sleep. You caught me on the hot, then I got my hot coffee there. But yes, I have. I've got a very special deal. Are we allowed to say it just yet or in a bit?
Yeah, come on, let's let it out right now.
Because
people are buying already.
Oh, well, then let's go. So my special deal of the day is all about the Gemini, and it is the junior version that is my special deal today. Derek, we've got a fantastic deal for everybody today. So if it's the first time you've wanted to get into die cutting, you're going to come in with a supreme quality machine that is the Gemini Junior. I can't wait to tell you a little bit more, but I'll throw you back over to our lovely Derek, who will tell you all about my magical deal.
Yes, because I've done all the calculations as well. Not only have we got you a 15% saving because it is Debbie's pick of the show, but of course you've got triple points. And I've done the number crunching for you. And if you are in the UK, you are spending just £118.99 for your Gemini Junior, but you're actually getting back in Club Inspire points 354, which is amazing. If you're in the US, it's $199.95. No, it's now just $169.95, but that means it comes back to you in Club Inspire points at 207, which is amazing. Now that could be jumping you up to platinum. There's lots of people buying already, by the way, so I would get your order in quick. And remember, anything you buy across the whole weekend, you are tripling those Club Inspire points. So let's keep them rolling. Let's get lots and lots of points accumulated over the weekend. Right, okay, let's go into the Garden of Love first of all, because this collection is awesome. And we'll give you the details first of the complete bundle, which is full of goodies, let me tell you, absolutely full of goodies. And if you're buying the full bundle, and we'll run through everything that's in the bundle in a wee while, but you will also get the Map Mirror card absolutely free with the bundle as well, which is just superb. And if you are buying it, just while we're looking at these samples here, if you're in the UK, you're going to get 219 points because you're getting triple points there on the bundle. And if you're in the US, you'll get 294 points. And there is lots to do with the Garden of Love, Debbie, isn't there?
Absolutely. So I'm just flicking through just some of the samples. I mean, one of our favourite things through Crafter's Companion is our flower forming foam,
which I haven't seen yet.
I know
and I
you
can't
haven't.
wait.
You haven't seen it to work. So we've got this included in the collection. We've got stamps in here. So we've got monogram stamps in there. We've got beautiful Edgeable dies in there. Talking of Edgeables, love this one. Absolutely love this one. You've got that beautiful Edgeable running across the top there. Again, all beautiful samples that have been done by our wonderful design team. Lots and lots of different styles of cards as well. So on that one, we've got a lovely diorama card. More with the flowers, more with the stamps, more with the Edgeables, and something really truly exciting that was in this collection was the fabulous foil stamp that we've got here as well. Look how gorgeous that is.
Are we going to be foiling today, Debbie?
I'm going to do a bit of foiling.
Yes.
I am indeed. I've got a little bit of foiling planned to show you how to use that one.
Great.
Because it's not just a foil stamp, Derek. It is a foil stamp and a die as well. And we've got some other exciting things that's in the collection. Can't wait for this class. I am really excited. One of my favourite collections, so I get really passionate about something that I love, which, to be fair, It's literally 100% of Crafters Companion things. Just can't help it. That's the way it is. But I'm really excited. Masterclass, full of ideas, full of tips, full of ways to use this collection. I'm really excited. I hope you can join us for this next 2 hours.
It's so easy to be excited about this collection as well, because there is just so much to it. Now, what I'm going to do is break it down into its various elements. We'll go for the large bundle first, and I'll tell you everything that is included in this bundle for £73. Where is it? Has £73, $97, which, remember, triple the points for Club Inspire as well. So it's 219 Club Inspire points in the UK, 294 in the US. So you've got your Edgeable dies, you've got your elegant peony and the delicate lace border, you've got your luxury linen card A4, your flower forming foam. I knew there were too many F's in that. You also have your stamens, you've got your layered rose and layered daisy dies. They're 3D dies as well. You've got your foil stamp embellished frame. You've got the rose gold foil included there as well. You've also got the acrylic stamp, which is the monogram frames. You've got your, is it Nina Solar White card? That's included as well, 16 sheets of that. You've got the Finesse waterproof pebble ink pad. And included, if you buy the large bundle, you are also getting the luxury matte mirror card that is being included for you there as well. Right, now let's break it down into the bundles now. So let's look at your Edgeables first of all. So this is the collection of the two Edgeable dies, which are just brilliant. So you've got the elegant peony and the delicate lace border as well. Included is the linen card into that bundle as well. I'm right? Yeah, that's right. Yes, you get the linen card included in that bundle as well. Gosh, I had to check because look, £20 or $26, which is 60 points in the UK or 78 points in the US, remember, because we're tripling all the points on everything you buy all weekend. So there are your Edgeable dies. Lots of you going for those this morning already. Next, we go into the flower foaming. No, not flower foaming, flower forming. Foam, flower, forming. I've just got to get all that in the right order. It's early on a Saturday. So you've got your flower forming foam there. You've got your stamens, the white stamens. You get 400 of those. You get the die, the layered rose die and the layered daisy die there as well. £23 or $31. Big saving there, over 20% saved there, which is superb. So that's another one of the bundles. Next to foiling we go. From foaming flowers to foiling we go. So this is the foil stamp die and stamp set, the embellished frame there, and you've got the rose gold foil included there as well. Both of those for just £15 or $19. So again, there's a nice big saving on that as well, over 20% save, which is marvellous. Right, next up, we've got our stamping starter pack. Lots of F's and lots of S's. Now, these are wonderful because these are all of your sentiments to go into your cards to coordinate with the Garden of Love collection. They are brilliant. So you've got the monogram frames here. You've got the Nina Solar White card and the ink pad included there as well. So that's really, really good. Again, amazing value for money. £15 or $21. Again, another saving is over 20%. But of course, the best value is in the overall bundle. And the overall bundle is so impressive because it really, I mean, you take such a big wander through the Garden of Love. And if you're buying the bundle today, £73 or $97, you're also getting the matte mirror card included for free. Now, I know a lot of you have got your eye on the Gemini Junior, by the way. Do check that out on the website. I know lots of you are taking advantage of triple points, the 15% saving on that. It's just savings galore, and everything you buy is triple points. Anyway, listen, right, time for the F's again. So flower forming foam. With Debbie, hooray!
Do you know, it is a bit of a tongue twister. It really is. So I thought you did a really great job there, Derek, because I get my fizz the whole way wrong. That the what is it? Fizz. Thank you. Big F's I was going to say, but then that didn't sound quite right. But yes, the flower forming foam, absolutely fabulous. We've got two dies in this collection as well. So we have, if I just hold them up, you'll be able to see, we've got that lovely daisy, and then we also have that beautiful peony as, oh sorry, peony, I'm calling it a peony. It's a rose, Derek.
It is.
Pardon my, yeah, I'm getting my flowers confused there. But you get 3 dies in each of these, and I'm going to do a bit of both, because I know you're excited for this, Derek, because you've not seen this before, have
you? I
you?
love it. it.
I know. So these are the dyes that you can use with your flower forming foam. Now I've just taken a couple of colours. I've gone for white for my daisy. I've gone for pink with our lovely rose as well. And there is another colour in there, you've got that lovely green. But you get 3 size petals, so it means you can create the most realistic, fabulous looking, real flowers, 3D flowers. Sometimes when you buy, you know, you get the metal dies and I mean, because these can be used with your paper, let me just say that. Very versatile dies there. But sometimes they can look a little bit flat unless you do a little bit of shaping and things like that. But with flower forming foam, what you get is that real beautiful 3D feel to a flower.
Too many F's.
Did another one of the F's there, Derek. So I think the best way to show you is how easy they are to use. Now, these are all dies that will actually fit through your little machines as well. So you've probably seen our Sara before using the Mini, which is fine. I'm going to use the Gemini Junior because it's my special deal today. And only because I can get more than one thing on at a time as well. So I'm going to do quite a few flowers all in one go. So with the foam, now there's a couple of ways you can do this. You can fold it up, Derek, or you can literally cut the strips out. I'm just going to make sure that I've folded that for the largest one there. Let me just bring that over there so you can see that a little bit better. And what you can carry on doing then, Derek, is you can fold it over. So you can either cut strips to size if you want to do that, or you can fold it over multiple times, because do you know the wonderful thing about the flower forming foam and these dies is that they cut out multiple petals in one go.
Oh,
so I know, it's amazing, absolutely amazing. So I'm going to put my 3 daisies onto there. Let me grab my scissors. I'm just going to chop this little bit off and cut this little bit down and save that for another time. So let's just pop that to one side. There we go. And then I'm going to do exactly the same with my rose. Not my peony, Derek, not my peony.
There's peonies later.
It is indeed. I know, I get confused with flowers. I've never been very good with flowers, although I do know a good rose. My mum bought a rose plant at the weekend. She loves a nice rose plant bush. Is that the right word? Rose plant bush?
Yeah,
That's the one.
yeah,
That's
yeah.
the one. I'm thinking then I've got all my words mixed up.
Was
Not
it
only am I
nice-
getting all my F's mixed up, I'm getting my flowers mixed up.
Was it a nice fragrant one with an F?
Bless you. Right, so again, I'm just going to chop that down. I'm going to save that for another time. But then I'm going to bring in my Gemini Junior plates and I'm going to pop those on because I can get both on there at the same time. So let's pop that side and that side. Oh, don't throw your metal dies away, Debbie. What a start. What a start to the show.
Oh,
what am I
like?
I know. It's every time you get me in here, although I must have to say, our Sara and her magic pixies have worked their magic in here, Derek. We've had a right old clear out. Let me just tell you, it's just amazing. It's so organised. It is really super organised. Right, so Gemini Junior plate, face cutting down, so the blade is cutting down into the plate, and then I'm just going to pop on my shims that you would have for a normal thin metal die and run that through. Now, if it's too thick a shims, I can just remove one of the shims out of there, which would be my magnetic one, because I want to cut through multiple layers. I think that's what why I've put my magnetic in my Junior.
Debbie,
Right.
is it the same with the Junior as it is with the Big Daddy, that if you've put too many in there, it'll just say no and it'll give you back?
Absolutely, it will do. Can I just tell you the power of the Gemini? And I know you've got yours now, haven't you, Derek?
I've got
you
my big one.
have, yeah,
But you know too why I can't get it out of the box, don't you, Debbie?
You're going to have to explain yourself now, Derek.
Right,
While I'm just getting all my flowers separated.
Okay, well, 2 things I've got to tell you. First of all, I'm all logged in now, so I'm on the Crafters TV Facebook page, so I can now text another F. So I can now see your comments. So morning, everyone. Second thing is, I have got my my Gemini. I've got the full-size Gemini at home, but I am phobic of polystyrene. So I can't touch it, I can't listen to it, I can't see it, I can't be in the same room as it, which is ridiculous. You know, how I've got to 23 and not been able to cope with polystyrene, I don't know. Well, 23-ish. V80, it changes over the years, doesn't it? But yeah, I can't actually get my Gemini out of its box because at the moment I'm home alone because my other half is away at the moment. So I'm going to have to wait. But actually, it's fine because I've got somebody that can come around during the week and then I'll leave the house while they open the box. So it'll all be fine. Yeah, things you have to cope with in life. Eh?
I
What a
know,
funny thing to be
I know.
phobic of. Polystyrene. What's yours? Tell me.
Yeah, that'd be interesting.
Tell me in the comments.
Let's get people talking.
What are you scared of? Because we're talking ice cream tomorrow, because tomorrow apparently is World Ice Cream Day, so that's tomorrow. So today, what are you phobic of? Is it polystyrene? Please tell me I'm not alone. Anyway, how are you getting on, Debbie?
I'm all right. I'm just separating all my... Can you see how many I've got, Derek, from this piece of foam? And this is only one sheet of foam. And not only that one sheet of foam, I didn't use all of that foam. I've still got loads left over it as well. So, but you can see just how many multiple you can cut in any one time. And that's all of my flowers. I've got all my daisies, and I've got small, medium and large petals. And all my roses, I've got small, medium and large, all ready to go. Now, you can use flower foaming foam without putting anything onto it. And when I say that, I mean in like heat. To get the best optimum results with the flower foaming foam, where you get that better, it literally is activated with heat, and it will look sensational when it's done. But if it's not for you, that's fine. You can mold and shape this foam as it is cold. But to get the best optimum results, you definitely need to bring in your heat. Now, before I do that, Derek, I'm going to bring in a couple of my inks as well. Now, I know we've got some of our pigment inks on the show today, but I thought what I'd do is I'd fetch in a little bit of ink, because the wonderful thing about this foam is you can apply inks to the foam as well. So again, I'm just going to carry on, and I'm using a pink tulip for this, but I'm just going to touch up the edges of my petals with the ink. And
I hope you ask them first. So you start from the middle and work out then, Debbie, with those then, do you?
Yes, so I'm literally, if you notice, I'm just taking it onto the tip. So I've got my square applicator, and I am just going round the edges. You could, if you wanted to colour it, do you know what also you can do, because it takes it so well, you can use your alcohol markers on there as well. I've tried it with sparkle pens. You have to let it dry if you're going to use sparkles, just because it's a more water-based one. But I've been trying all sorts with my flower foaming foams. So again, let me just carry on all the way around, Derek.
Well, let me tell you in the meantime.
Oh, fabulous.
I'm in good company with my polystyrene phobia, because our own Bernie Corner, who we've seen this morning, she popped in to say hello this morning. She's now watching in the craft room. She says, I hate polystyrene too. Who else have we got? Julianne says it's moths.
Ooh.
Yeah, moths. Actually, there's quite a few people who don't like polystyrene. Julianne has got a list as long as your arm of phobias, which include, where do they go? Moths, butterflies, birds, bats, can't stand being anywhere near where something is flying and swooping around. Hello, Mary, who is joining us from... Oh, sorry, the comments keep jumping. Who is joining us from... Tammy it is, in darkest San Diego. Ooh. Now, San Diego, is that east, west, north? Either way, it's going to be west you are. So it's going to be very early in the morning, is it, I think, isn't it? Most of America this morning. Sarah says, Debbie, you read my mind. I was thinking about asking if you can ink them. Thanks for the demo.
Absolutely,
you're a mind reader as well this morning.
You can also colour them with your alcohol markers, like I said, so you can draw onto them as well. So if you want to add a little bit more effects, that's exactly what you can do. I'm going to leave my daisies plain. I'm quite happy with what I've done there. But what I'm just going to do is put all my daisy petals to one side, because this is when the magic happens, when you bring in your iron. Now, you've probably seen our Craig and our Sarah use big domestic irons. Debbie is a little bit, not phobic of irons, that's the wrong word. Although I don't like ironing. To be fair, it is a bit of a phobia, because I don't really like ironing. However, I'm a little bit clumsy when it comes to it. So, this is why I fetched in my little travel iron. And I say it's a little travel iron. It's a little craft iron. And it is very little, but I've got it on quite a high setting. So this is when you do have to take a little bit outside of the caution. And I'd say that because it is a hot tool. But what you're going to do now is watch magic. So I've got my and I'm going to make sure we get the camera angle just right for this, because I want you to watch this. So when you pop that on, Derek, watch.
Oh my word.
I know, and look how fabulous. All you do is you heat it up and you knock that off. Now, I've got my ball tools. Now, I know we've got the ball tools on the show. We have got a set of, and I say 6, but it is actually 3 ball tools with 6 different balls. So big balls, we call them. But there's no other word to describe it, because we've got little, medium, bigger, and then really large. Derek, you've got one there, and
There
it's
they
got
are.
the sponge as well.
I have them in my hand. There they are. Yeah, they're brilliant, aren't they? And I do know that actually you've got lots and lots of different options and sizes of flowers, and actually you use your ball tools for lots of other different things as well, in gaining texture in other bits and pieces as well. I love this iron. I think it's brilliant to pop up so quickly is brilliant.
Absolutely.
So today's price on that one is just £11.50 or $15.50. Remember, you triple that number, and that's what you'll get in Club Inspire points if you're ordering this weekend, because we're on a triple points weekend, which is brilliant. Really, really busy, by the way. Just a quick reminder, really, really busy on the Gemini Junior as well. Debbie, you were tempting everyone with your deal of the show as well.
Well, it's a great price. I mean, it's a fabulous machine to start with, and I'll talk about the machine in more detail later, Derek, but honest to goodness, what a cracking price.
And it's the mega points as well, isn't it? So it's a 15% saving. And if you buy your Gemini Junior today, as part of Debbie's deal of the show, it's 354 points if you're in the UK that you get for that, or 207 points in the US, and the price has been reduced by £15, which is brilliant. So it's £118.99 in the UK, £169.95 in the US. Well worth going for today. Triple points and 15% off. Thank you, Debbie.
Absolutely. Now I'm going to bring back in my ball tools, because this is when it's all been activated, it's all been done with the heat. So now you can see I'm using my sponge and I'm using my ball tools for this particular one. But this is when you're going to choose, and it depends on what size ball you want to use for the effect that you want to get. Now I'm using the smallest petal to start with, so I'm just going to go in. Let me just go straight in. And this is when you start moulding. It's all about playing. Now I know lots of our customers already have some flower forming foam, Derek, so I know that they love it as much as I do. The fact that it's actually been activated by the heat, it's took its shape, so now we've got it stays as well. That wonderful thing about this is this isn't going to go back to that foam that looks like that at the minute. That's how it looks when it's first done. Once it's been heated, you'll see it take shape, and it means that, if you want to send it to somebody, send a bouquet of flowers to somebody, because you can make little bouquets of them. I'm just doing these for later on in the show when I'm going to add flowers to my projects. But they stay in shape. They don't lose their shape, which is what I'm trying to get to you. Can you see straight away? Look how fabulous that looks.
Now, Debbie, just quickly, just because you may have said it already, so sorry if you're repeating yourself, but the heat of the iron that you had on, would that be on pretty much the lowest heat or a mid heat, or how would it be?
I had a high setting. Mine was a high setting, yes.
Oh, okay. So
it's on the highest setting that I've got. But if you don't want to do the high setting, you just need to leave it on longer. That's all.
Okay.
You just need to leave it on your iron longer. Now, like I said, you've seen our Craig and Sarah use a proper iron. That's exactly what you can do if you haven't got a craft iron. There's no, it doesn't mean to say that you'll not be able to do it just because you've not got a craft iron, Derek.
Perfect. And on the flower forming foam, I said it again, we have got loads and loads of different colours as well, by the way. So if you're shopping the show on the website right now, we've got everything individually as well. So as well as we've got the big bundle today, which includes some flower forming foam. Just did it again. You can get some different colours as well. So there's lots, isn't there? Yeah. I mean, I can see a whole. There's natural white. There's foliage green. We've got the rose gold collection there as well. The lily collection. It's all there. So go and have a little look on the website. Oh, you found it already, have you? Triple points. It helps the searching, doesn't it? I find.
Now I'm just getting all this nice, and I'm just giving a nice little shape because they do look quite realistic as well. Now, when it comes to a rose, do you have stamens in a rose? I'm trying to think.
Some roses have like multiple tiny ones, don't they? I'm going
to put some in, Derek, just because we've got them on the show. So I'm going to put some in. So I've already wrapped mine onto some florist wire, and I've only put a few on, another top tip. And do you know what a lovely thing about these white ones is, Derek, is you can colour them. So you can keep them white, or you could colour them. You could dip them into your sparklings. You could dip them into your metallic inks. You could colour with your metallic pens.
Could you dip them in some glue and then dip them into some embossing powder, so you just have the colour of the powder, not even the embossed?
If you were going to do that, so
what would you use?
Let me think. If you wanted to,
Well, you wouldn't be embossing
Do you know what?
it, but
No,
just to give it
glue.
the colour.
I'll put glue and then I'd stick them in a pot of glitter. That's what I do.
Brilliant.
That's what I do.
Perfect.
Now, I'm going to take your poke tool. You're going to use your sponge. So I've got my sponge here again, and I'm just going to make sure I've got this right camera angle, because what I want to do is position these. Now, I'm going to pop this in the middle. Have we got the other tool on the show, Laura? I'm going to talk to Laura, who's in my ear at the moment, which is the crimper. Oh. This one. That one. Have we got? And I'm like this. I can't remember if we've got it on the show. Do you know we've got that much on the show? But the petal crimper. I love the petal crimper. I can't wait to show you this one, Derek.
Yeah, they're all in there. If you just have a little search through the website, you will find everything that Debbie is using. It's all there.
Can you see it coming together now, where all the petals are going upwards, and you can keep moulding and shaping those, so you can give them a nice little push upwards, because I want him to get that lovely, do you know, that rosebud effect. And then I'm just going to do that with my last little one as well.
Could you infuse them with some fragrance as it's foam as well?
Of course.
Spray them with a bit of something
course.
to make it
What
smell
a lovely
beautiful.
idea, yes.
That'd be quite cute, wouldn't it?
Absolutely. Now I'm going to go with my middle ones, but this time I'm going to turn them the other way. I'm going to have a little different effect going off now. So we'll turn them the other way, and then I'll just keep... And then another thing as well, offsetting them is a great thing to do. So when I say offsetting, once you've got your petals on, try not to overlay them on top of each other. Does that make sense? If I just tell you there, can we go overhead for a second, just so I can show you what I mean? So there we go. So can you see, I wouldn't overlay that directly over the top so that matches. I would just twist it slightly and just make sure you're going in the middle, so that when you lift it up, the petal goes in between the petal. Does that make sense, Derek?
Yeah, as it would be in nature.
So can you see now how much this is coming together? And just by turning those petals over the other way, you can see now how this rose effect is coming. It just looks absolutely beautiful. And the more you put on, and the more layers you go with, and we'll carry on going to a few more. So I'll just carry on twisting and adding and twisting and adding. You can hear me stabbing my glass mat. Make sure you're not doing it on your knee, Derek, because I once did it on my knee and stabbed myself right with my poke tool in my leg.
Ouch.
Let me tell you how painful that was.
I can imagine.
Now, when I just pop that together, you can see now, look how full that looks. That rose looks really, really in bloom.
Looks like it's ready for a corsage now, doesn't it?
Oh, doesn't it just? And do you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to add in that stamen. Let me just bring my... Oh, it's there. I've already got it there. So I'm going to remove my pokey tool. And then I'm going to add my stamen just down the centre. So we're going to pop that just down there. And let me just push that all the way through. There we go. Oh, Debbie. Oh, Debs. What have you done? You've pulled it all the way through. Get what you like. Let me just put that back again, Derek. Let me just go back again and move my iron, because I trapped it under my iron as well. Do you know that was going off this morning, Derek, in here? Right.
Oh, I know.
So
it's all go, isn't it?
It is all go, yep. So I'm just going to poke that through and then make sure I've got through the other little end. There we go. That's better. That's better. There we are. And then pull that through and hold that into place so that you can see that. Oh gosh, look how gorgeous that looks. Oh my days. I love the flower forming form. Really big petals, and depending on how many you add. And all I would do is at the very back, and I haven't put my glue gun on, but what I would do now is get your glue gun and pop a blob of glue onto the back, and I'll just show you what I mean. I'll bring in the one that I've done earlier. Blob of glue, and then when it's dry, just snip that off so that you've got a nice flat one. And that's the smaller one that I did earlier, but then look at the real full one that I did, and that's just with the rose. We'll do the daisy in a moment, Derek. I'll just get myself reset and I'll plug my glue gun in so I can show you. But two different flowers there that I've done and created, but how gorgeous does that look? Really, really beautiful. I love the flower forming form, and then these will be all ready to add on to my projects. Oh, like you said, little corsage there.
Oh, it'd be beautiful, wouldn't it?
Absolutely, little pin round the back. Popping them into bouquets. You could do that as well. You could pop them into bouquets as well. But honestly, beautiful. I'll show you the daisy in a moment, Derek. I'm going to go down here and get my glue gun plugged in.
Absolutely stunning. I tell you, there's a lot of people after your iron, Debbie. There's a lot of people after your iron. Let me tell you, they're absolutely loving it. And so now also we've answered the question about the heat that you use. Debbie was using sort of the max heat there. You can do it on your regular iron, but I love the idea of one of those as well. We're going to have to delve into that in more detail, aren't we? We're going to have to find one somewhere. We're going to have to. I'll get a sneaky inside track later. Now the flower forming foam. So much of that on the website as well. So make sure if you're shopping the show today, we'll show you how to shop. Well, you know anyway, don't you? You know more than I do. You're all experts at this, but there's so much of the flower forming foam. There's lots more besides as well. So let's have a look at a few of the other bits and pieces that are out there today. Now, brand new collection, of course, Sarah's Rose Gold collection, only recently launched, and you can get flower stamens in the rose gold as well, which is really, really cool, isn't it? $3.99 or $5.99 there, and you get 400 of them. Now, if you want the foam to match that, here it is. That's on the show there as well. $9.99 or $12.99. Remember, it's triple points on everything over the weekend. I'm going to keep saying that all weekend because I'm with you on both shows today and tomorrow because I just want you to take advantage. I mean, I know that when it comes to the weekends, we do some really, really amazing things. It's absolutely brilliant. And do not forget, we also have the flower forming foam in other colours as well. So here it is in the green. So this is foliage green. Actually, well, we'll ask Debbie a question which came up in the comments in just a moment as well. We've also got the lily flower foam as well, which is brilliant. Beautiful colours there, $9.99 or $9.95. Now, quick reminder, because you really need the reminder today as well, of Debbie's deal of the show. It is good for this show, and lots of you are taking advantage of it because it is triple points weekend. So however many pounds or dollars you spend, you get triple that back in Club Inspire points, which is really good. So Debbie's deal of the show today is the Gemini Junior, which is $118.99 or $169.95. But I've worked out, if you're in the UK, if you buy this today, it's a 15% saving already. So your price has already come down by 15%. But then, of course, you get triple Club Inspire points. So in the UK, you get 354 points by buying the Junior today. Or in the US, you get 207 Club Inspire points, which is superb. It really is. And Debbie, you're going to talk to us, I think, aren't you, about the Junior itself, aren't you?
Absolutely. So you know that all of us craft experts who come up here, we love our Gemini. I bought my Gemini long before I started with Crafter's Companion. It's never let me down. I absolutely love it. Now the Junior is the smaller size machine, so it's the one that takes the 9x6 platform. If you think about it, it's like the half of an A4 platform. But just because it's smaller, no compromise whatsoever when it comes to the unrivaled pressure that you get from this machine. It's electronic. I'm just going to bring it in for a second, Derek, so to show you, because I'm aware that people still to this day don't have one, don't know what it is, don't know what a die cutting machine is, it is an electronic die cutting and embossing machine. You can see the platform. This is the mouth, what we call the mouth, and inside there we've got a couple of manual sensors, and then at the back there is an optical sensor as well. It literally is an on-off system. You plug it in. Derek, this might be good for you actually.
Yes, please.
Plug it in at the back. Yeah, he's got his big mirror. Plug it in at the back. There's a little flicker switch just there that you flick on. Okay, and then you literally just press that on off button and it illuminates up in our very lovely purple. Now this is a very simple 3-step button. It is switch on and off, play pause, which means you can stop your machine at any one time because you've got the reverse function on it. I'll come to that in a moment. But it means that, you know, if your phone rings or somebody knocks the door at a very inconvenient time, you can press stop. And then you can continue to do it if that's what you want to do. But for me, what did it for me was this reverse function. There is this reverse button, which means then if you're only using, say, a fraction of your plates, maybe instead of all of it, just use a fraction of your plate, it means you can pop it in, stop it, and then reverse it. And you will get, honestly, look at his face. I saw his face then. He was like, what?
I can't
He's
wait.
Excited. But it is a fabulous machine. Unrivaled pressure. There are thousands upon thousands of people who already own a Gemini, whether it be a large one or my favourite. That price today is a cracking price. Let me tell you, I don't think I've seen it that low. I can't remember seeing it ever that low. and
She's amazing.
triple points. It's sensational. Embossers, die cuts, but it's not just for paper crafters. If you're into sewing, you can do sewing as well, because it takes multimedia dies, or your mixed media dies as they're otherwise known, and it cuts multiple things, not just card. It does mount board, it does chipboard, it does vinyl, it does Milo, it does, I'm trying to think of all the things that it does, Derek, off the top of my head. It is a fabulous, fabulous machine. You won't find anyone honestly, that has got the pressure, the immense pressure that this machine has got, and it comes with everything, all your plates needed, and an instruction manual, and is there some freebies in there as well?
Yes, there
Derek?
is. You get some dies, you get an embossing folder in there, and lots more besides as well. Listen, all the details are on the website. It is Debbie's deal of the show, so just take advantage of it. If you don't have a Gemini machine so far, this definitely is your weekend to actually dip your toe in the water and go for it. Listen, I went straight for the larger Gemini, but you might be thinking, actually, well, you know what? I do a lot of card making, but actually, I'm going to start off with the Gemini Junior. It's an absolutely brilliant opportunity. Triple points, remember, on everything you buy this weekend. Let's go back to our Garden of Love collection while Debbie destroys the studio bit by bit. Over here is the full collection of the Garden of Love big bundle, and this is going to give you so much of the Garden of Love collection today as well. There is so much. Now remember, it's £73, $97 there. It is triple points. I've worked it all out. So you're saving by buying the bundle. Not only are you saving over 25% over everything that's in the bundle, but you also get the matte mirror card included as well. And the only way to get that for free is to get that within the bundle. And of course, it's triple points. So I've worked it out in the UK. If you're buying the bundle today, 219 Club Inspire points coming your way. If you're in the US, it's 294. So nearly 300 Club Inspire points from just $97, and there is so much in that collection as well. Right, okay, I think we've recovered. Oh, you're making some more flowers, Debbie.
I am. Sorry, I was busy. Did you hear me do me dropsy? I dropped my iron on floor. What a clumsy devil. You see, don't trust me with a big domestic iron. I'm dropping a little tiny one on the floor. So apologies for that sound that you heard. It was just me dropping. But literally, all I'm doing is heating up my petals, Derek, so you can see again, watch that magic. Look.
So cute, isn't it?
Absolutely. And the more you roll it around, the more it actually just eats up. I mean, look at that. Just knock that off. That's all you have to do. You don't have to touch the surface of the iron at all. You just pop them on that heat, and then you just give this round. Now, I know people always ask me about my iron, so I'm just going to tell you exactly where it's from. It's from a company hub here. It's called Sticks 2. It's a Sticks 2 craft iron, but there are plenty of different irons on there. I have been talking to Leanne. I keep telling her I want a purple one. I keep telling her I need a purple one just to match everything else as you do.
We need to get some of those in and onto the website, don't we? Because they are really cool. It's very simple, isn't it?
It's just, such a simple system to do.
And what else would you use it for apart from flower forming foam?
My craft iron?
Yeah.
What I use it for when I have a little bit of material. Sometimes, I know people don't know me for this, but I do like to dabble with materials and doing a little bit of cutting and things like that. I do make certain things as well. I used to make, when I was younger, lots of my own clothes. So I've been dabbling in trying that again. I don't follow patterns, you see, Derek, that's the problem. But when I want to do some like little alterations and things like that, I get my little craft iron out and use that.
Oh, look at that, I've got some gossip.
Go on then, what's the gossip?
Well, no, from you.
The gossip!
I now know something that I didn't know.
I thought you got some gossip for me, Derek.
No, I didn't know. Well, I do know the things that people are phobic about, and I'm not the only one that's phobic of polystyrene. There's lots of people who don't like cork or balsa wood. See, I can't write with a pencil. Like at school, I could never write with a pencil because I didn't like the feel of the texture of it. But polystyrene, I can't be in the same room as. It's just as simple as that. And there's lots and lots of people have phobias. So I'm quite glad, actually, that I'm not the only one. So if you've got any funny phobias, then let me know in the Facebook comments. I'm on the Crafters TV live stream comments at the moment. So come and let us know. And any questions for Debbie, by the way, keep those coming through on the comments as well. And I'm glad now we know where your iron is from. So it's Sticks 2, did you say?
It is, yeah. It's a company up north, not far from here, and one that I use all the time. So now you can see this is exactly the same way, and depending which way you want round to do this, again, you can do the same way. You can have petals going down, petals going up. You can make them as big as you want. And although we call it a daisy die, I mean, I've gone gone to town here with this one. Look at this one. Look how big and full that one is. Let me just show you. You can see now straight away. And I'm going to pop in again. I'll just pop some stamens in. Do we have other stamens on the show as well? Or is it on
We've
the
got the rose gold ones.
Oh,
we've got the white ones and we've
perfect.
got the rose gold ones. Just quick one on the flower forming foam.
Yeah.
Can I cut, if I want to cut, die cut from flower forming foam, do I use the normal regular dies or do I need the multimedia dies? Can the normal ones do it?
Normal dies will cut through foam. Our flower forming foam is specifically designed to cut through with a normal die. So yes.
So any dies I've got right now, I can
Yes.
cut out in flower
Absolutely.
forming foam, which is great actually. Just thinking about, and this is how much I've learned in just a couple of weeks. You know, Craig has this master obsession with what are they called? Those foam pads.
Oh, it does.
So what you could do actually to add that dimension is you could cut things out in flower forming foam and give dimension that way, couldn't you?
Absolutely, you could. Yep.
You could use your
definitely.
chunky glue for in between the layers, couldn't you?
Chunky glue.
Chunky glue.
Me chunky glue. You could do, yep. So all I've done is
Brilliant.
I've popped a blob of glue onto the back, but I'm going to let that dry because I'm going to be careful that it's because it's still wet at the moment and I don't want to glue my fingers. But you can literally just make the most amazing real life flowers, and then you can add them to things like your project. Look, I'm getting glue all over me now because it's not dry. Debbie, do as you say and not as you do. Is that the right way around?
Yeah, that's
Do
right.
as you
Yeah.
say, not as you do. Yeah, because I end up getting hot glue all over said fingers.
Listen, the
but this
best-
one's dried now, Derek, because I've added that
The
one
best
on.
experts don't take their own advice.
No,
Never.
I know.
Never.
So again, I'm just going to snip off just the end there, and I'm being careful not to snip off my petals. So I've got a lovely, beautiful rose ready to go and add on to my project. But can I show you a couple of samples with them?
Yeah, go for it.
Because there's some amazing ones. Some of the design team out there, I'm just going to have to give a shout out to our lovely Fallon. Look how beautiful those flowers
Oh,
are.
my
Let me just
word.
look at those
That is
flowers.
stunning.
And can you see, now can I tell you that this sample has been to America and back, and America and back, and Germany and back, and Peterborough and back. And look at it. Nothing's changed. It just holds. Once it's been activated with the heat, it takes that shape, it holds that shape, it doesn't go anywhere, and you get the most amazing results. If you ever got to saw Sarah do that beautiful masterclass with the teacup, the floating teacup, where she decorated using all flowers, foam flooring flowers. It'll still be on the website somewhere or on our Crafters TV somewhere. But honestly, you can make the most amazing real life 3D flowers ever. And that's because our foam has been specially designed, and it has been specifically designed to be the best that there is. You won't find any other foam on the market that works like this one.
I love it, and we're going to see more of that a little bit later on as well. Sue says she's got a real phobia of snakes, and one slithered its way into the house. I wouldn't be able to go back in that house ever again. Who was it who had, somebody has got a phobia of driving behind, you know, those car carriers. It's Pam. You know, like a car transporter with cars on top of it, 2 or 3 rows of cars. She doesn't like driving behind those. I'm with you on that one, actually. If I ever on the highway, the motorway, if I ever see one of those, then I am past it as quick as I possibly can be. Rachel's got a different one here. She says flour. I just can't touch it. I can't touch flour. Making scones is the worst task in the world. Someone was asking about the spelling of Debbie's iron as well. It's STIX2, isn't it? I think I could see that from here. STIX2. Right, in the meantime, we're coming back for lots more demonstrations. I think we're doing a bit of foiling in a moment, but first, it's time for you to check out the goodies on the website and find out how to shop the show, I think with Joe, and that rhymes.
Hi, I'm Joe from Crafters TV, and I'm here to show you how you can grab the best deals and shop whilst you watch during our shows. So the best way to watch us is always on Crafters TV. Head on over to our homepage and go to Crafters TV. You can see all of our shows, offers, and even shop while you watch. Now if you want to get involved and comment along, head over to our Facebook page. Come say hello, ask us some questions, and lol with us. Or you can watch us on YouTube. Simply head to our Crafters Companion YouTube channel. Got a smart TV? You can even AirPlay directly onto your big screen. We're constantly adding new and exciting shows to our schedule, so don't forget to check in. It's never been easier to have us in your living room. It's always fun here at Crafters TV, so come join us as we create every day.
There you go. It's dead simple, isn't it? Really, really simple. Bear in mind, and I know you are going to want to throw something at your screen this weekend, because I want to tell you again and again and again, it is a triple points weekend. So anything that you are buying, for every pound or dollar you spend, you will get 3 Club Inspire points for every £1 or dollar you spend, which I think is amazing. Now listen, it's so busy. Lots and lots of you, maybe like me, just dipping your toe in and getting started and saying, right, okay, well, if I'm going to do this crafting thing, I'm going to need the right machine to do it. And listen, you can take opinions from far and wide, and I'm not saying this just because I'm stood in this studio, but I know from all the years of watching craft from the outside in that now, however many different companies and however many different machines there are, these Gemini machines just have one of the best reputations in the business. It's because of the pressure. It will do everything for you, won't it? It'll go through papers, no matter how thick or thin. It will go through fabrics and leathers and I don't know what. So your Gemini Junior, remember, is Debbie's deal of the show for this weekend, which is absolutely brilliant. So not only have you got a 15% saving, but you've also got triple points on this as well. So instead of being $139.99, it's $118.99, so a 15% saving. Instead of being $199.95, it's $169.95. And your points, by the way, hang on, Club Inspire points, that's what I want to know. I want to get up that ladder as quickly as possible. In the UK, if you're buying the Gemini Junior today, you'll get 219 Club Inspire points from it. And if you're in the US, 294 Club Inspire points. It's just incredible. And listen, while you're buying, if you're buying your Gemini Junior and you want to get straight into card making, I tell you what, this big collection today is really going to give you a little bit of everything to get you started, because it really is an ultimate collection, really, isn't it? It's absolutely beautiful. In this, you've got, let me just a quick run through of everything. You've got the Edgeable dies there, you've got some ink, you've got the flower forming foam, you've got the stamens, you've got the foil roll in there, you've got the foil stamp and dies, you've got the layered rose and the layered daisy. You've got the monogram frames stamps there as well. You've got solar white card. You've got so much more. And remember, you've also got some A4 matte mirror card if you're going for the bundle as well. Being included for free is the A4 matte mirror card as well. So £73 or $97 and triple that in Club Inspire points if you're buying today. Amen. Right, let's show you some Edgeable dies, because we can break down your Edgeable dies into a bundle of 2 for an incredible price tag. Actually, there are 2 amazing sets of dies. You've got your elegant peony. That's why you were thinking peony, Debbie, earlier, because there is an elegant peony Edgeable die. And there it is that glorious. You know, with your matte mirror card in the bundle, you're going to absolutely love this. Of course, you can buy just the Edgeable dies themselves in this bundle here. You've got the other one as well, which I think is called, is it Elegant Lace? Delicate Lace. Delicate Lace, which is gorgeous and frilly and beautiful and lovely. You do get your matte mirror card, your linen card. You get a pack of the linen card included, which is, I think, is 16 sheets of the linen card, I think is, if I'm right in remembering from this morning. It's brilliant, isn't it? For £20 or $26, 3 times that number, of course, in Club Inspire points coming back your way. And if you're thinking, okay, Edgeable, what's that all about then? What does that do then? Because would that look right sitting in the middle of the card? No, because it's called an Edgeable. So, like me, it's on the edge. Debbie.
Do you know, I was just about to walk off and then I realised I thought, I'll stay where I am. It's so an Edgeable. What is an Edgeable? Now, this is this beautiful, I mean, it's absolutely gorgeous, this one. But you can see, if I just bring this down for a second, this is how it would work on the top of a card, on the edge of your card, Derek. So it looks absolutely beautiful. But there's lots of ways you can use Edgeables. So you can just take it simply going diagonal. You could use it as a border if you wanted to. You can go, is it vertical that way, Derek? Vertical, and look at that, it looked beautiful on that gorgeous card there, where it's being used to cut down and used as a panel to go inside to give a nice decoration. And then again, using the Edgeables, and I'm going to come a bit closer there so you can see it on the top, and also you could use it for things like on the top of a stepper card as well. So that's a stepper card there, you can see that's beautiful. Lots of different ways you can use these. Now, I think these are absolutely fabulous, and I'm just using one part of that deal, which is that beautiful, elegant peony. And I'll show you why it is an edgeable. This die is an edgeable. Because, Derek, right down here, you start with a die cut that goes all the way along the edge. So what we call a cutting edge all the way around, and then it stops. And this bit at the bottom is the bit that hasn't got a die cut at the bottom, so it's got no edge, outline edge there, which means it stays within the cardstock, so it's perfect for doing all your edgeable techniques. Now I'm going to use it going down the edge of card, the two pieces of card, and I'm going to make myself a nice little tent card, we'll call it, but with an edgeable fancy finish. So take your die. I've taken a piece of cardstock and I'll give you the correct measurements because I knew working with my junior, I wanted it to fit on my junior plate. So I've taken a piece of card which is 7 inches by 5 3/4 inches. Get the inches right as well. And then I just took my scoreboard and I did 1/2 inch down just to give that little bit of a fold over. Okay, so that's given me that fold. Now where I'm going to place this die is I'm going to place it on the edge of the card. So instead of it being on the edge of the fold, I'm going to go down the edge of this card. Bearing in mind, this is the bit that doesn't cut out, so that's why I'm facing it this way, because I want it to stay within the cardstock. I'm going to line the peony up to the edge of this card, and then I'm going to take that down. So I'm going to do that, and I'm going to put a couple of pieces of low-tack tape round both sides. There we go. Let me just make sure I've got that into place because I want it nice and straight. There we are. In fact, you know what, I might be able... no, I'll tape it down. Talk to myself, Debbie. It is a thin metal... I do it all the time. You're team. Sometimes when I'm in my craft room. I can't help myself. It's just one of those... I know I'm not the only one. I bet you're all thinking, yep, I talk to myself too. Who else can I talk to when I'm in craft room? There's nobody else in there with me, apart from dog. Now, when I just pop that on my plate, it's a thin metal die, so I'm going to place my magnetic shim, my plastic shim and the magnetic shim. Now, if you didn't want to use, and I'm just going to talk you through this just for a minute while we've got the junior on the show. If you don't want to use tape, you could use your magnetic shim to hold your die into place, if that's what you want to do. I just use it as a shim though, so it's going to go on the top, last cutting plate, and then run that through my machine. And it's as simple as that. Let the machine do all the work, automatic, feed it in. It's like a greedy monster, Derek, the machine. It takes from you. It takes it all in automatically. A bit like me. Right, so when we take this off, we're going to just lift the tape off. And I'm going to pop that down. I didn't realise I'd pulled that much tape. There we go. Pop that down. And again, if I just turn that over, you'll see, oh, do you know what? I'm going to use my embossing mat because I've just realised there's a nice little emboss feature as well. So bear with me a moment, Derek.
All right, well, I've got a couple of things.
I've got to have a little look round because you know Sarah, she's been messing around with things.
She's been organising.
I know she has. Being too busy.
Well, I've got a couple of things that I need to let you know as well, because I shortchanged you out of some points when we were talking about the Gemini Junior machine, and I'm so sorry. I gave you the points for the bundle over here rather than Gemini Junior. So shall I correct that? If you're buying the Gemini Junior right now, it's $118.99 or $169.95, which means in terms of points, triple that. You would get 354 points by buying the Gemini Junior today as Debbie's deal of the show, or 207. Am I right, 207? I don't think I'm right, 207. Do you know, I think I don't know where I did my adding up. I'm sure I had a calculator, because 3 lots of 169 isn't 207, is it? Do you know what? I'm going to go back to the drawing board on that one. But anyway, how many? 307. 507. Oh, 507. So I put a 2 down instead of a 5. Secondly, just let you know that the comments that I'm following right now are on the Facebook page of Crafters TV. But Laura's letting me know as well what's happening on YouTube as well. So if you comment on either, I hope to say hello to you as well. I'll try and get as many out as I can. So yes, so your points on that. I'm going to go back to the calculator, Debbie, honestly. What are we like this morning?
Well, do you know what? I leave all that to you, Derek. I like to get my craft on, my create on, because I don't do maths. I were I were all right to maths when I were at school, at secondary school, until about the 3rd year, and then it went downhill. I don't know what happened. Don't know what happened at all, Derek, but maths became one of my weaker subjects, and would you believe English and art became my top ones. Now, as you can see straight away, I've been busy poking out all my bits because I don't want you to see me doing all that poking while Derek were talking. But literally, all that done is cut through, and it's just left that in the cardstock. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my scissors and I'm going to cut along that line to there. Okay, so let me grab my large scissors. And again, I'm just going to run that across the top, and then that will release that end. And then down at the very bottom, there's just a tiny little bit just to release at the bottom there. I'll just chuck that on the floor. And now you can see I've got one beautiful Edgeable. So shall I repeat that, Derek? I'll repeat that while...
Yes, well, I'm just going to tell you quickly what Kerry's afraid of, because we're talking about phobias this morning, because I can't get my Gemini out of its box because I'm phobic against polystyrene, and there is some in the box. Where is it now? Oh yes, Kerry says, I'm scared of small spaces, clowns, and doing the ironing. So that's an interesting mix.
Oh, I'm with you on that one, Kerry, with clowns. Did she say clowns and the ironing?
Yeah, clowns, the ironing, and small spaces.
Clowns, I'm not a lover of clowns at all. No, just no. There's just something about them that I really don't like.
Was that after the Joker, or was that before that?
No, it was after I watched... What film did I watch? Well, do you know, went to film it with the American Horror Series. Do you know the American Horror Series, the programme that they did? And they did one with the clown.
Oh, yeah. Well, I tell you what,
I've never liked them anyway, but that one really finished it off for me.
When I was knee high, I used to find there was a certain clown character that used to represent a very famous fast food restaurant.
Oh, yes.
You know, not old McDonald's, but, you know, other fast food chains are available. And I was always a little bit haunted. I mean, I'm talking about a few years ago now. I was always a little bit haunted by that. I didn't really want to have my party, you know, with that particular clown running around. There you go.
No, I once silly because my son really, and I think he was about 6 at the time, and he loved clowns. So I had to really. I went for one of the cutest looking clowns I could find in the book to find him to come and do the kids' party because there's just something about a clown I'm not really into at all. I can't think of what else my phobias. Have you got other than that polystyrene phobia? Do you have any other phobias, Derek?
I think I'll join a couple of people with snakes as well. I'm not a great fan of snakes at all. Just to let you know, Michelle Bannon. On you, she's watching YouTube right now, and producer Laura's keeping an eye on what's happening on YouTube. She's got your deal of the show, Debbie, in her basket. She's just adding to her basket now and just looking at the points mounting up and going, yeah, well, I'll have something else while we're on triple points. Thank you very much.
Well, the triple points, I mean, do you know what? I mean, that is an amazing deal.
So good, isn't it?
It is a fabulous, honestly, if you think of triple points, you could literally jump, you could actually miss a stage. Do you know, of the loyalty club, you could actually miss a stage. You could actually jump up 2 tiers very quickly.
Just this weekend.
Absolutely,
you could do that.
And don't forget, we've got Craig coming up tomorrow as well, and we've got another double dosing of me and you later on.
We have, yes.
Yes, we have, definitely. Angela, absolutely.
We're just talking about phobias as well while you're sorting out there. Angela says, I've got a phobia of driving behind vehicles with ladders on them. I'm always afraid that they'll fly off the vehicle. Once a ladder flew out the back of a truck towards me. She was able to avoid and she avoided it, but that's it. That's now a phobia. Lots of people have got their phobias. Lots of people want your iron because actually we do. What was the name of your iron again? The
Stix 2.
Stix 2, because we do have other Stix 2 products, don't we?
We do.
We have some on our website, so we need to talk to them upstairs about adding the iron to the inventory.
Yes, that would be fab.
That would be a good idea, wouldn't it, I think?
That would be fab. Now, while I've been busy there again, Derek, what I've just done is I've poked all my bits out. Now, can you see that I've got this die down one edge, down the other edge, and I added a little bit of ink, our water reactive ink that I used on the side there, just to give it a little bit of a lift. I've already cut myself another panel at the same size that I started with, which was 7 by 5 3/4, and popped some paper on the back. And what I'm just going to do is pop that onto the front. So, pop that onto the front. So I'm going to pop on here some tape, and I think I'll use, where's my tape pen gone? There we go. I'll use my tape pen. So I'm just going to run that along the top, And then I'm just going to fold that over and I can place that into the centre. And because I started with the same size, I know that that's going to fit just nice and neatly. She says, just get it into place, Debs, get it into place. There you go. And if I can see a little bit where I want, just trim that off there. So let's just trim them edges off. There we go. Nice. Oh, let me just get that nice and neat. Not that I'm a perfectionist or anything, but I think that's what a Libra sign does come under. Although I'm not even going to start with this.
Are you still a Libra though?
Yeah, no, and I'll be. Let me just tell you now.
What have you become then?
No idea. But no, a Virgo. Absolutely not. I was born a Libran. I've got all the traits of a Libran. I am staying a Libra.
See, I've changed because now Scorpio is only a window of 7 days and I'm like the 10th of November and I've been pushed out to whatever the other sign is. But I am so typical Scorpio, I can tell you. Everything they write down about Scorpio, that's like, yep, absolutely, I am Scorpio. 130 million %.
I don't understand all this changing around with things. I really don't. Do you?
No.
I really don't understand.
No.
I'm trying to find the chunky glue while I were at it.
It's all about the Earth has moved. It's on its axis, but over 3,000 years or something. It's all nonsense. Stuff.
Well, I can't even pronounce that new star sign. I really can't. Now, I'm just adding, just there, one of the stamps from that collection. So I think that's crossing over into a different collection. However, to have and to hold, look how gorgeous these
from this day
are.
forward.
Absolutely. The best love story is the one you write together, Derek. It's meant for us, that one. Meant for us, that one. Absolutely love it. But I've just used love, laughter and happily ever after. But can I fetch in something else? I mean, I am bringing in a ribbon. I'm just going to pop a ribbon on there. Let me grab my glue gun. But do you know what I want to do before I add the ribbon on? I want to show you something really fabulous, what I absolutely love. And it is our wax melts.
I can't believe.
Completely forgot, didn't you, Derek?
Hang on, we are, what is it? Are we an hour in? We're an hour in if we've not mentioned wax melts. This, for me, this is going in my basket this weekend, I'm telling you that.
This really excited me. When I first saw that Sarah was bringing a wax seal kit, I did a happy dance. I was telling the guys here this morning, I actually bought myself multiples of it because I absolutely love it. Now, I know you think I'm daft, but I do love this wax seal kit. So what you actually get in here is you get yourself a little, and I'll pop that there so you can see it. You get a little holding tool, and it's a screw based. Let me just take that off for a second. It's got a screw mechanism on the top there, and we've got two metal wax seals, one with love hearts on and one with a rose on. So you can see, and I have spoke to Sarah, I've said to her, now you fetch this wax seal kit out, I want more. I want more different ones that we can have.
You
Absolutely.
want more stamps, you
absolutely
mean?
And then you've got your wax, and this comes in two different colours. Now, I'm not going to torch the place, so I will just tell you what I'm going to do, Derek.
Well, listen, if
just
we're
in case
all
you panic.
If we're all soaking wet in 30 seconds, you know she set the sprinklers off.
And I am slightly worried that I might do that. However, I just want to show you how fabulous this is. So I'm going to drop it onto my card. Let me just make sure I've got it in the right place. But do you know, if you were doing your stationery, wedding stationery, onto vellum, how fabulous it would look on vellum. So all I'm doing is lighting the wick, because there's a wick in each one of these. Okay, blow that out quickly. Just make sure all the smoke goes away as well. And then what you just do is you pop it over your project, and you're going to wait until that melts. Oh, Debbie, your breath has blown it out.
Have you gone out?
I blew it out with my breath.
Oh, dear.
Me and my big breath. Oh, dear. Let me pop that on again. It was just melting perfectly as well then. I'm going to stop talking. Stop talking.
Okay,
Derek, you might have to take over talking for me.
I'll start talking, and I'll just say that Janet has just discovered that we are fellow Scorpions. She's only 2 days away from me. Her birthday's on the 8th of November. Kathy says I'm a Leo and the Chinese year of the tiger, so I guess I'm a fierce cat. Plus, I've just realised the first 3 letters of my name are C-A-T, because her name's Kathy. Kathy the cat.
Ooh, that's a bit like,
that's pretty, that's spooky.
Bit out of limits,
she's just
that.
discovered that from us talking about star signs. Amazing. See, this every day's a school day here.
Right,
Craft or not?
Can you see what's happening, Derek? Now, I'm going to stop talking again. I'm going to let you talk in a minute, but I'm just melting my wax over. I'm going in a circular design because I want to make sure that not too messy, but it'll spread once you use... Oh, no, I've blown it out again. Debbie, stop talking.
Oh, she's done it again, see?
I've got to stop talking. Right.
Well, listen, you could got the details on the side of the screen for the wax seal kit. Don't say a word. Don't say a word.
I'm not saying
Just hold
anything.
your breath. That's what you need to do. Pretend you're underwater. So it's $14.99. You can see all the details right over the other side of the screen. Oh, don't point unless you mean business, Derek. I'm sorry, I remember that's a thing here, isn't it? I will not point. I'll fold my arms and not point until it really means business. But way over there somewhere, it'll show you all the details there. $14.99 or $14.99. Remember, anything you're spending this weekend, you triple that number of pounds or dollars you've spent, and you'll get that back in Club Inspire points. Right, now you can go for it.
I was trying to stop you from talking then, Derek. Did you notice? I was like, stop talking, my wax is still wet. But look how beautiful that is. Apart from a little blob that's gone over, I'm not too worried. But look how gorgeous that rose is. It just gives the most beautiful finish. It really is sensational. And the wonderful thing, look at this, there isn't a single bit of wax in there. So there's no cleaning involved. And once you get to terms with this, honestly, you're going to have so much fun with this. So what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to add on my little satin ribbon because we've got ribbon on the show as well. But there we go. I'm not going to add anything else, and I'm going to leave that even with my little blob on. I quite like that with my little blob.
That's beautiful. Debbie, would you just do us a favour? Just show us the whole kit there, because you've got a whole kit in the box there, haven't you?
I
Just
have
to show us what's in
indeed.
there, and just quickly walk us through what you get in that wax seal kit, because it looks fabulous, and I think I must have one.
So you get your tool. So this is your handle. It's got the screw at the bottom.
Yeah.
Then you've got the two designs at the top. So you've got your love hearts, 2 entwined love hearts, which I think is fabulous. And then that beautiful rose as well. And then you've got 2 colours. Can I tell you something about this though? It's got a lovely like a shimmer and a shine. It's got like a little bit of glitter in there, and you've got a pink one and a chocolate one, and believe you me, these do last you a long time, so you can wax seal quite a lot of things. Honestly, if you stand still long enough, Derek, I might end up wax sealing you.
I'll be stamped to the wall. Listen, lots and lots of love for that wax seal kit. And actually, you said earlier, Debbie, that you want more collections of the wax seals as well. So we'll all, I know there's lots of people in the comments as well, like, well, yes, give us more waxes, more seals as well. So we'll get on to Sarah Leanne and the team, and we'll work on that. Right, in the meantime, let's break down some of our big Garden of Love bundle into its smaller constituents. So we've got the Edgeables here, which is the 2 Edgeables. They're absolutely beautiful. So you've got the delicate lace border and the peony there. You also get the linen card in that bundle as well, which is the A4 luxury linen card. Just goes perfectly with the Garden of Love collection. £20 or $26, triple points all weekend. Remember, on your Club Inspire, which is brilliant. Next up, we have got your flower forming foam, and this is brilliant. It's easy for you to say. So you get the flower forming foam, you get the stamens, the white stamens, you get the layered rose and the layered daisy dies there as well. £23 or $31, which is a massive over 20% saving, plus triple Club Inspire points. Let's go from flower forming to foiling. Lots of F's on the show today. So it's your foiling bundle there as well. This is Learn Foiling Garden of Love. So you get the stamp and die set, which is brilliant, which is the embellished frame, and we'll look at that in a little bit more detail later. Plus you get the rose gold foil as well, for £15 or $19. Just on the foils, by the way, they're all back in stock. They're all on the show as well. You'll find them as a multi-buy. I think it's 2 for £6 or $7, I think it is. And they are amazing. And colours will start disappearing soon. It's only recently been back in stock. Next up, we're going to the stamping starter pack, which is brilliant. So it's the monogram frames acrylic stamps. You've got the Nina Solar white card there, and the Finesse waterproof Pebble ink pad, all in that bundle there for £15 or $21. Again, saving over 20%, which is brilliant. Don't forget, triple Club Inspire points coming back your way for anything you are spending today. And then let's go back to the big bundle, because the big bundle is absolutely delicious. With that, of course, you've got the Edgeable dies, the peony and the lace border dies. You've got the luxury linen card, the flower forming foam, the stamens. You've got the 3D layered rose and daisies. You've got the foil stamp and die sets for the embellished frame. You've got the foil in rose gold. You've got the monogram frames, stamps. You've got the Nina Solar white card, the ink, and anyone buying the bundle will also get the extra bonus of the luxury matte mirror card as well. You're saving over 25% already on that, £73 or $97, and back in Club Inspire points, I hope I've got this bit right, 219 points if you're in the UK, or 294 points if you are in the US. And Club Inspire points have never been more important than this weekend, because for every £1 or dollar that you spend, you will get 3 Club Inspire points. But hang on, do I have to sign up for a subscription? Another direct debit? No, it all happens individually. And here's Sarah to tell you more about that.
Welcome to Club Inspire, our free loyalty club. As a member of the club, you can save up to 20% every time you shop with us. For every £1 you spend, whether it's in one of our stores or on our website, you'll collect 1 loyalty point. The more points you have, the more benefits you'll receive. As a welcome present, we'll give you 20% discount with your very first order. Once you place your first order, you'll be given 250 points straight away, making you a bronze member. This will mean that you'll receive a 5% discount on all of your purchases until the end of the next calendar year, plus priority postage. 500 points takes you up to silver membership, where you'll get 10% discount plus free shipping when you spend over £20. When you get to 750 points, you'll become a gold member, which gets you a whopping 15% discount on every order, and we'll ship them to you completely free, no matter how big or small they are. Spend over £25 and we'll send them to you via our premium next day delivery courier service. When you reach 1500 points, you'll become a platinum member, giving you the same shipping benefits as a gold member, but with the added bonus of a massive 20% discount on all of your purchases. Now on top of that, you'll receive exclusive discounts, sneak peeks of brand new products, special offers and money-saving vouchers. You'll have access to an exclusive secret Facebook group to meet like-minded friends, to find out information first and to be inspired by all the crafty makes. We'll send you a completely free quarterly Digimag direct into your inbox, giving you lots of hints, tips, inspiration, additional offers and some sneaky behind-the-scenes gossip from the team. So what are you waiting for? Become a member of our club today.
All works. So actually, as Debbie said earlier, you could be jumping levels this weekend by taking advantage of the triple points on offer. In fact, on that, Marianne in the comments, I'm on Facebook on the Crafters TV page right now with the live video. She says, thanks to triple points, I went gold yesterday. So excited. Yes, I would be as well. I need to make my way up that ladder. Now, listen, lots and lots of people are going for the full bundle here in the Garden of Love. If you haven't seen that collection before, this is an awesome way to get it as well. Saving over 25% plus getting the matte mirror card included for free in that. And actually, it just gives you everything that you need. But if you have some of the Garden of Love collection, everything, all the individuals are on the show as well. So if you want to stock up on some more flower forming foam, or just the stamps, or just the dies, or just the stamens, there are lots of different elements of the Garden of Love collection as well, some of which are from the Sarah Rose Gold collection as well. So you might not have seen those, and just watch the way that they kind of work beautifully. All of your inks are there, your foils are there, your Centura Pearl, and so much more as well. So make sure you are having a look through the whole show. Of course, the best way to watch and shop at the same time is on the website, which is crafterscompanion.com.co.uk or .eu. It's so excited to be here on our first live Saturday as well. I'm so glad that so many of you have done that early alarm call on a Saturday, because that's a tough call on a Saturday, isn't it? 3 a.m. and you think, it's Saturday and I'm still here. The pesky Crafters TV, they've got me now on a Saturday as well. But we're going to have lots of fun over the weekend. And we're going to move from fun and flowers to foiling now, Debbie.
It's the F's again, Derek. It's
Lots
those
of them.
F's. But yeah, we're going to do one of my favourites, which is a great addition as well. Sarah's just started bringing in some foil stamps into some of her signature collections, and this one is absolutely beautiful. And it is the embellished frame. So it comes in two parts because it is a foil stamp and stamp set. So what that means is you've got this beautiful foiling, and you can see this lovely foiled frame around the outside, but then it has an intertwined stamp which works beautifully and fits beautifully through there. It's one of the biggest that we've done to date where we've entwined it. We did it with the alphabets, Derek, which you might not be aware of, or you may be aware of, but we've brought it into a real big, beautiful, embellished frame. Now, again, using this, you can use other parts of your collection. That's using the Edgeable as an extra bit there, but look how gorgeous it looks when you stamp it in and do some heat embossing, keeping it really plain and matching up with that lovely gold. That looks absolutely fabulous. And then this lovely design team member, Karen, again, she's actually embossed one of those stamps from that lovely stamp set as well, with the sayings on, the sentiments on, keeping them little and small. Look at this one. I have to show you this one because this is fabulous. They've actually foiled it, stamped it, and then cut around it and added it as a topper onto the top of there and add some ribbon. Look how gorgeous that one looks. And then lastly, lovely Lindsay, she's done this one here where she's foiled and she's stamped and she's coloured and she's added some of that beautiful border on there as well, and some ribbon. It looks absolutely fabulous. Really, really simple to use as well. So let me bring out my foil press. I'm going to bring it across here and try not to drop it, Debbie, because I am a little bit clumsy. But I'm just going to pop it onto there. I have been warming it up while you were busy there, Derek. So I'm all plugged in. I'm all ready to go. But what I'm going to tell you, and I'll show you the stamp and the die set just for a second so you can see just how big this is. Now, this is a real big piece of foil stamp. So if I just hold it there, she says, hold it there, while he makes his magic. Thank you very much. What it is a very big foil stamp. However, it only foils a bit. So the trick to this is, I want you to forget what we talk about when we talk about having a matrix and you're looking at the die and you're thinking that's a real big one, so I need it on the bigger setting. No, there is only a little bit of foiling on this. You've got this gorgeous, delicate, embellished frame all the way around. So for setting this, anywhere between 5 to 10 seconds, depending on your machine. So I've got mine all ready. I'll pop it on. I'll go to 6. I'll err on the side of caution there. And then I'm going to pop that on to place. I've got my cardstock ready. I've also got a piece of foil. Now, Derek, you've got some beautiful foil in that collection, the rose gold collection. However, Sarah, in her tidy up, I can't find it. So I've had to bring in a piece of my shimmer one. However, you get a beautiful rose gold foil in that collection, and it is absolutely fabulous. So all I'm going to do is I'm going to pop that onto my platform. I'm going to place this top plate on top, and then I'm going to press the start button. So I'm going to press start, do the countdown, and when the countdown is done, you'll hear the audible beep or I'm ready, as our lovely Leanne says. I'm putting my foil on the top, cardstock on the top of that, and then I'm going to place that over the top again, slide it out, and then run that through my Gemini Junior, because guess what? The foil press designed perfectly for the platform of the Gemini Junior. Anybody think we had a little bit of a cunning plan there, Derek? No, it's just a fabulous deal. I'm so excited. Honestly, when they told me what I could have it at, I was like, yes, please. Yes, please. Oh, look at that. I didn't even have to do anything. Didn't even have to reveal my foil, because there we go. Now, you're probably thinking, well, that's a bit rubbish because there's bits missing. However, it's been designed to have bits missing, because where does the stamp go, Derek? So let me just move my platform. I'm just going to turn my foil press off for a second. Just bear with me a second while I fetch out the very magical.
I thought that was going to be one of those moments where it was like, oh, right, okay, how am I going to get out of this one then?
Can you see I've grown in stature?
Oh, you have?
Look at this. Do you know it's Leanne's step? I love Leanne's step. Because I'm of the same stature as Leanne, small. She won't mind me saying it. Can't help it. Vertically challenged, I call it. But I need a bit of help when I'm stamping. So I've got Leanne's step just for a second while I grab my stamping platform. Debbie, get off your step a minute before you fall. Stamping mat, stamping platform, and I'm good to go. Now then, I've chopped my piece down to size because I want it to fit onto a card that I've got planned to make. And we've got 2 stamps, and you can see the stamps have been designed to work around the foiled frame. So by that, I'm just going to show you, you can see your 2 stamps there. Now, all I'm going to do is pop that onto my platform. I'm going to make sure I've got the right stamp there, Debbie, because I know what I'm like. Whoops. And I'm going to bring in, did we have some ink in that little kit as well, Derek?
There was, because you get the pebble, don't you? You get the, which one is it now? It's the Finesse, the waterproof pebble is included in the big bundle. And of course, there's lots of them available individually as well. You've got the Harmony pigments in lots and lots of different colours here as well. There's a bundle, or there's a 3 for 2 multi-buy, which is really, really good.
Absolutely, and as if by magic, I'm using mine because I'm going to use my aqua markers to colour this in a moment. But what I've done is I've just inked that up, and then all you have to do is, it's a little bit of magic this, where you have to try and work out, oh, Debbie, mucky pup. Right, what am I like? I get ink everywhere. This is what I'm like. This is why I love my quick drying ink pads. But you're just going to position it, and you can see where there's a little hole there is for your leaf, and you can see that there is a little bit of a gap there where you're going to wrap these bottom flowers around. So for a second, I'm just going to hold that and hover it into place. You'll have to excuse my head for a second. So our lovely Dan has just moved the camera for a second out of the way, because I want to position that and get that right over the embellished frame. And I'm just going to give it a little bit of a pressure and a push. And there you go. It fits around that beautifully. And again, I'm going to do exactly the same, because this is the same stamp, but you've got it that it fits in both ways. You could do it on a bigger platform in one go and measure it up, and then just do that, Derek. That's what you could do as well.
But
So,
I think you'd probably, just to err on the side of caution,
I
you
have.
might just go one by one.
And that's what I wanted to do, because that's something that you'll learn to do as you go along. Honestly, it is. And plus, it's got a slightly different rosebud feature on there as well. So it's a little bit bigger, and so you'll know which is which. That bit has got a little bit of a leaf there, and little leaves coming down the bottom. This one's got a rosebud at the top, so you'll know your rosebud fits into that one there as well. So it literally is quite very simple to do. It's just a case of making sure, before you commit, make sure you've got it going around the areas that you want it to go. So again, I'm just going to hold it into place, pop that down, nice clean stamp with my stamping platform and stamping mat, always a must-have. And then there you go, it fits around there beautifully. And look at that, it's been designed to work beautifully together. So I'm just going to pop my step back underneath because I don't need it now. I'm back to normal size. So I'm going to pop that back over there. I'll move that out of there as well. And then we can just colour this in. So I'm going to bring in, let me just move that out of the way for a second. Oh, I've got a bit of tidying up to do afterwards, Derek, a bit of tidying up to do in between the shows. And then I'm just going to colour it. So literally, I'm going to grab my aqua markers and I'm just going to colour with the aqua markers. Now, you could use your water because they are water-based, but I'm colouring in with them. I thought, do you know what? Let's just play and colour, because we keep forgetting that they are a pen. Yes, they work beautifully with water. They diffuse with water. Absolutely fabulous. And if you get a chance to watch any of the masterclasses with our lovely Leanne and Sor, or the Colour Me Happy shows, you'll see just how fabulous these are. But this is just my chosen one for the time being. And I'm just
so Debbie, I could go in with any of my pens. I'm asking
Any of the
selfishly
pens.
because I've just got some dry blends and I've got some illustrators so far. They're still in the box as well, because I've said, you know, if I get started before, then I'll be up all night, excited, doing everything, and then I'll be tired for the show. So I'll do the shows first, and then Monday, everything can come out of the box and I'll get started. But I could use those pens as well for what you're doing now.
Absolutely, you can do. You can use your tri-blends. You'll love working with your tri-blends, Derek. You really will, because they're a great introduction into the world. I always think of them as an entry level, but they're not an entry level pen. They are an artist quality pen at affordable prices. That's how I always look at it. They're just fabulous. You're going to have the time of your life. I can't wait to see what you get up to with them. Absolutely fabulous. So I'm just going to bring in my water brush and I'm going to just diffuse. Have I got water in there? Debbie, let's have a look. Yes, you have. You've got a bit of water in there. Let's just move that around a little bit. And then just bring in a little bit rest. Derek.
What's the colour you're using there?
I am using rose pink, would you believe?
It's beautiful. It looks more redder on camera, actually, doesn't it?
It does, but it's got lovely like a pink tinge to it. Let me go down this one as well. I'm going to go in a little bit darker with this one. You'll have to excuse me because I stopped talking when I'm
No, that's all right. That's all right. I'm keeping up to date with the gossip in the comments at the moment. So we're still talking about things that you might be phobic of, because I'm phobic of polystyrene, which is such a weird one, isn't it? You know, the stuff all of your big... Actually, I would do what Joe does when he unboxes anything with polystyrene is discard the polystyrene and then everything fits back in the box. My problem is I can't deal with the polystyrene to get rid of it in the first place, which is a bit of a thing. Lots of people phobic of snakes and driving behind anything that has anything remotely loose. Ladders, car transporters. Somebody said earlier, I don't like driving behind caravans. Or I call now, what do we call caravans? Is a camper, I think, isn't it, in the US? The ones where they hook to the back of the car and they can do a little bit of that. If they're going the wrong speed. I call them wibbly wobblies. I don't like seeing them, because if it's a windy day down the motorway, you think, no. So I go straight into the outside lane to get past those. Any other phobias, just get in touch in the comments. I'm on the Facebook TV, the Crafters TV Facebook page, looking at all of the comments here. So keep them coming. And by the way, I should remind you, because we take it for granted that you know who I am. Probably thinking, hang on a minute, he's not Joe, where's the beard? My name's Derek, and I'm a new presenter here at Crafters TV. So we've got a new, what do we call it, timetable of presenters. So we're now 7 days a week. So yeah, Joe needs to sleep. I know he's just had his 4 days in Italy and everything else. It's all right for some, isn't it? But we're going to give him a few days off as well. So I'm going to pop in on the days in between. And I think I'm probably telling you too much by saying that there might be other faces in the future. I've said too much. I'll get my coat. Well, you never know, Debbie.
Are you allowed to say that?
Gossip.
Gossip.
Let it out.
Well, who knows? Yeah. Now then, I did exactly the same. Do you know, at Christmas, I did a little poem. I didn't do a little poem. A lovely Laura, who's in my ear right now, made the most wonderful poem. And I got to read it on Christmas Eve. And it was all about maybe the new face, which, of course, was our lovely Joe.
Lovely Joe.
Absolutely. Now, I've just mounted mine onto some gold. I've used one of those beautiful stamps as well. And I know I'm covering up a little bit there, but I really do love that effect where it looks like it's behind there and then that's popping on the front. But look how beautiful that looks with the foiling. And I'm not going to add anything else. I'm keeping it really, really clean and simple. Am I a bit wonky there? Oh, no, I'm not a bit wonky. Have I gone a bit wonky? Let me get my chunky glue in place. There we go. That's better. But how beautiful that frame is. Look at that foiling, that detail of that foiling around that beautiful frame, and then how gorgeous that stamp is when it intertwines around that foiling. It is absolutely beautiful. I love this collection.
Yeah.
It is.
I mean,
just
that
really
frame is just gorgeous, and it strikes itself for so many different occasions as well. Right, listen, we're going to show you some of the individual elements. Of course, we've been showing you the bundle through the show, but there's so much through the show as well. So I'll show you through some of the things you're absolutely loving on the website there, which is the photopolymer stamps, the save the dates. There's so many sentiments on save the days. There's menu and thank you and acceptance and evening. So it's a little bit tilted towards weddings, and weddings are really ramping up again. Did you know one of the royal family got married in sort of semi-secret in the last few days?
Really?
Actually, it was Princess Beatrice, I think it was, who got married just in the last few days. Yeah, she had a little quiet ceremony just round at the Queen's Place in Windsor and all of that kind of stuff, like you do. We've also got the Garden of Love stamp collection as well, and that is a real. Which one is that? That's the Sarah signature one, though. That's absolutely brilliant. There's so much, and there's loads and loads of individual stamps in there, and that's the way of personalising as well. Now, we also have vellum on the show, which lots of you have spotted as well. It's the A4 vellum pack, And it's flying out right now, £12.99, $16.95. Do remember, all weekend long, and I'm sorry to keep going on about this, but it's so good news for you. I have to keep telling you, anything that's going into your basket by midnight on the 19th of July, you're going to get triple Club Inspire points, which is brilliant. Now, we've got the wax seal kit here as well. So if you didn't see the demo earlier with Debbie, oh, it's amazing to have it back. It's amazing to have it around as well. And fingers crossed, we might add to the collection of wax seal kits in the future as well. But that's the Golden Garden of Love one there, which is beautiful, $14.99 or $14.99 there. And your inks, oh my word, they're on a 3 for 2 this weekend, which is really, really good. So $4.99 for one, but of course you're getting any 3 for 2, which again is a really, really good deal. And of course, triple points on everything. We've also got your Centura Pearl paper here as well. The black is back in stock, which is already flying out, just so that you know. So that's so individually $2.99, but look, any 4 for £10 or $14, which again is absolutely brilliant. So let's come back to the Garden of Love collection, which is absolutely brilliant. Now the stamping starter pack. Again, now what does the stamping starter pack having in it? Let me just remind myself. So that's got the monogram frames. It's got your solar white card and also has your ink pad in it as well, which is really, really good. And lots of you are going for that. £15, $21, triple that in Club Inspire points as well. But again, still lots of you going for the big bundle as well. It's so busy. Just very, very quickly, let me just show you, and I'm demolishing my own display here, but just to show you the full board on that the foiling frame that Debbie was demonstrating with just a wee while ago, just to show you again what it can do and what it has. So it's got that large foiling die plus the flower stamps there as well, which is really, really good. So we put the details back in for that there as well. £15, $19, which is lovely. And I think that's brilliant because you've got so many reasons to have that. While we're talking foils as well, please stay there. Don't breathe, anyone. While we're talking foils as well, don't forget they are on a multi-buy this weekend as well, which is really, really good. And again, those colours do disappear quite quickly. So it's 2 for £6, I think, or $7, isn't it, on a multi-buy on your foils as well, which is really good. So let's go back to your full collection then. This is the big one, saving over 25% and getting the matte mirror card free in this bundle as well. This has your Edgeable dies, your linen card, your flower foam. It has the stamens, the layered rose and the layered daisy 3D dies there. You've got the embellished frame stamp and die set. You've got the roll of foil there, the monogram frame, which is the one that we were looking at just a moment ago as well, plus your ink pad and your matte mirror card included there. £73, $97. But more importantly for me right now, I think it's all about the triple points, isn't it? So if you're buying the big bundle, 219 points here in the UK, 294 points if you're in the US. If you're a platinum member, of course, you can bring that price down by 20%, which in the UK takes you down to £58.40, and in the US takes you down to $77.60, which is a bit of a Billy bargain, Debbie.
It is indeed. It is indeed. Do you know what I thought I'd have a play with? I was so busy, too busy working out which one to play with because I've got so loads more and I can't get over the time. Where does the time go in this building, Derek?
I know, it just flies
literally
away.
It just, you know, you have those panic moments. I'm like, no, it can't be that time. I thought I've got at least another hour, but I thought what I'll do is a little bit of stamping. So with this one, I'm going to use this beautiful monogram. Wait a minute. Monogram. Frames.
Monogram.
It's all about personalisation. It really is. So if you do wedding invitations, perfect. However, this frame will work for lots of different things. So you could actually personalise somebody's name inside one of the frames. You could shorten it like Deb, or do you have a shortened version name?
From
Derek? Just Derek?
Yes, Durkee.
Durkee? Durkee? That's not little, that's quite big.
My dad used to call me Del, and does call me Del, actually.
Oh, of course.
D-E-L, that'll do. Not like Del Boy as in only fools and horses, you know. Just a shortened version of Derek.
Well, it is about the personalisation. So yes, we could put Durkee on there if we wanted to. We could, because you can, don't forget, these come, I'm just going to show you what you get. You get your 2 frames, so you get your beautiful circular frame, and again, you've got some beautiful flowers intertwined in there as well. And then that very similar shape to what that foil was like. I can't think of the right name for this shape, but I just think it looks absolutely beautiful. And then you could add your personalisation. So if you were doing wedding invitations, so say it with Derek and Debbie, for argument's sake.
Forever.
You could put D, and then the date we get married. Shall we get married tomorrow?
Yeah, why not? It was a bit short notice,
so
but
exactly.
yeah,
Why not? Let's get married tomorrow, Derek.
Let's
so we
do it.
could put 19th of July in there because you've got all your months as well. Or we could shorten it and pop, we could do 19/7/202. Oh. 202 nearly missed me off then. Or you could just shorten it again. And so literally, this set you're going to be able to personalise, I think is absolutely fabulous to have. So I've got my box back ready. You'll have to excuse me because I need my box, Derek.
Okay.
I'm going up again. I've gained another inch or 2.
Oh, look at you.
I know, look how tall
She's gone up in the world. Hang
I feel
on
like
a second.
I'm right tall.
Listen, if we're getting married tomorrow, do I need to buy some Cuban heels to come and match you? You know what I mean? Where are we getting married? You know I'm here. We'll have to get married between 1 o'clock and 4 o'clock as well, you know, because I'm here with Craig tomorrow.
Oh, of course.
So,
of course.
I don't know how we're going to fit that in to tomorrow.
I don't know how we're going to do that, Derek. I don't know how we're going to do it.
We've got some talented people watching right now because Sam in the comments, she's defrosting her mum's freezer and watching the show at the same time. That's clever.
That is clever.
I like
Isn't that clever?
What's your method for defrosting the freezer then? Oh. Tell me how you do it without actually creating a paddling pool in your kitchen. Tell me. I don't know. So what are we doing, Debbie?
So I'm just getting all my numbers out. So I'm getting my 19 for 19th of July. So let's pop that down there. I've got my 1 and my 9 out. I forgot there's even the and that one. There's them as well. 19th.
Oh,
Cardinals. Coordinals, is that the right word? They're shouting in my ear.
Ordinals.
Oh, I'm calling them coordinals. I'm giving him a new name.
Ordinal was news to me.
Giving him a new name.
So, did I tell you every day's a school day here? And Debbie, pentagon is the word you were looking for?
Pentagon.
For the shape.
Thank you.
Pentagon. Thank you, Belinda.
Thank you so much. Now I'm going to use my pigment ink for this one as well. So I'm going to go on with my pigment ink. Nice little tap. We're going to have a nice circular frame. I'm feeling in a circular mood, Derek.
We're not going to have any guests because actually, do you know what? With 24 hours notice, I'm not sure how we're going to get anybody, you know, like people have got plans for their weekend. You know, they can't just break them just because you've decided what you're going to get married.
I've just decided, Auntie. I've just decided me and you are going to get hitched.
Talk about shotgun wedding.
Beautiful.
I mean, come on. That's ridiculous, isn't it?
So Craig can marry us. That's it. That's that.
He
Craig
could be the celebrant, couldn't he? Yes. That's what they call them, isn't it?
Now what I'm doing is a little top tip. I'm actually. Oh, I've missed my ampersand. I'm losing. Where's my ampersand gone? I know it's in there somewhere. There it is. There it is. So I'm just lining this up because I'm doing a double D. I've got a, because, oh, that sounded right. That didn't sound right, did it? But I ain't got a double D in there, so I've got to redo it. I hadn't thought this through when I started this. I should have just stuck with my main plan.
Should I change my name or you know, like, I'm trying to think how I can help.
Do you know what? I could marry. Oh, I could. Oh, who else? I could
Actually,
marry Joe.
You could marry Jake. There's a Jake in the building you could marry.
No, Holly will have me guts for garters if I marry him. Plus he's old enough to be my son.
Daniel's no good because he's a D. So
no, that's no good.
You've only got the choice of 3 fellas in the building, and 2 of them are D today. Unless you want to marry Laura. I mean, come on, it's 2020.
Yes, exactly. So again, I'm just put my D&D down. Look at that, looking nice already in seats. I'm going to put my July.
Do you know when we open a department store, Debbie, together, then that would be a nice logo for that, wouldn't it? D&D.
Oh, that'd look fabulous, wouldn't it? That would look
very
fabulous.
Nice.
So let's go with 19th of July. Let's pop that down there. But this is the fun that you can... In fact, you know what? I'm just going to put my July. I'm not going to put 2020 because obviously may not happen this year, Derek. May not happen.
Oh, hang on. It's gone from it's happening tomorrow to it might not happen this year. Honestly, you're all over the place, woman, today.
I've just realised you're with Craig tomorrow.
Yes, I am, yeah.
Exactly. So let me get my head out of the way because I keep putting my head down
Gooseberry
there.
Day, wouldn't it? And I'm sorry, Craig, I'm just going to have to get married between shows. Actually, as people in the comments are quite rightly saying, they would be the guests because we're limited, obviously, because of the restrictions at the moment. You can only have up to 10 a wedding right now, or is it 30? It's not a big number anyway. So we could get lots of people via Facebook. So we've got an audience. We've got some guests, Debbie, at least virtually.
That's it. We've got some virtual guests. We have. So while I was busy trying to line my numbers up, did you see them moving everywhere? I've had my nails done, Derek, and honestly, I can't do anything with them since I've been having them done.
Was this for getting married? Because you'd planned this before you'd come in.
I should have planned this. Well, shall I tell you the one that I had got? I had planned because I've pre-coloured it in. But I thought I'd just show you. Do you know what this masterclass is all about? Having a bit of fun, having a little play. I mean, I could colour it all in. And shall I go with the original plan for what I had actually planned?
Yes, go on. You just cancelled the wedding there and then.
I did. I've cancelled the wedding just like that.
I've been jilted.
I've changed the date.
I've been proposed to and jilted within the space of 5 minutes. I don't know how to feel about that.
Oh, bless you. I tell you what, though, I'm going to keep it. I'm going to colour it in, and I'll hand it. You know,
and we'll say one day.
Exactly, one day. We can't put a year on there. We can add that later at a later day. So I've already pre-coloured, and I've used some of my lovely mirror card at the back there. I'm making myself a little bit of an easel card. So I've done my easel card with my white stamping card, and I've actually just folded it in half. And I'm going to pop on here my glue. Sorry, Derek. Bless you.
That's all right. You know what? I've taken rejection for many years. It's fine. I'm used to it now.
Get away.
We're getting a lot of love for the clocks. Christina and Sonia have noticed that we've got new clocks. As you can see, we have coloured clocks now. When I first came in, I was like, ooh, now they blend in with the wall a little much. So we've had a little bit of a change around. So we've got New York over here, and we've got California here. We've got, these are the little labels, say we've got Melbourne here, and of course London. Even though we're in Newton Aycliffe, that should be Newton Aycliffe, the centre of the universe, the centre of CCHQ. We need to get rid of London. Strike London, we need Newton Aycliffe as the centre of our world.
Right, so I've just been doing, well, I think I've gone a bit wonky there, but I'll forgive myself. I've made myself my easel card just by popping that on, and then I'm going to use my 3D Collal glue, wherever it's gone. Where did you put it, Debbie? There it is. I've got my syringe. Let me get my syringe out, and I'll pop some 3D glue so I can lift that off slightly. And then what I'm going to finish that off with, do you know, in my little head, I had planned on doing something, but I couldn't remember who I was with. So let me bring in one of my beautiful flowers. What flower do you think would look nice with that? Well, let's do one of my roses. I think we'll have one of my roses on there. So let me bring in my heat.
So who's S and J then?
Well.
Oh, is there a story? Should I not have asked?
No.
Oh, okay.
No, I just wanted to do a little bit of a
Are you fulfilling a commission here?
No, I'd have had my own name on there with something else. I know what Craig would have chosen. He'd have got, because I know Cheryl Cole's one of his favourites, and he'd have had CNC. He'd have had CNC on his. It would have looked fabulous. But there we go. Just added my little rose just onto there, onto my petal. Let me get that into place, and then. In fact, you know what? Let me bring in another one of my roses that I did earlier. So I'm going to pop that on as well in the other corner. And then you can see how beautiful this collection all works together. So let's just add that there, and there you go. We've got a lovely finished card. We've personalised my personalisation there on the 12th of April 2021. I've gone wonky again. We really wobbly glue's not dried yet, so let's get that back into place. There we are. And then added a couple of my beautiful roses onto there as well. And look how gorgeous that collection works all together. It's fabulous.
I love it. Do you know what? As well as me being proposed to, agreeing to it, and then jilted within 5 minutes, we had some of our viewers in the comments were like, oh, I was just ready to go on the airline website and book some tickets to come over for the wedding. And it's like, oh, I just had to go off that window now. You were lucky. Some people nearly lost some deposits there. We're booking it as an excuse to come across the pond and come to CCHQ for our wedding. Dear, what is she like? Anyway, I think we're finding out, aren't we? Show by show, we're finding out. Right, now listen, Debbie's deal of the show, which is the greatest gift she could ever give us for this show, is a 15% reduction in the price of the Gemini Junior. But it's not just 15% off, it's triple the Club Inspire points as well. So that's another reason to have the Gemini Junior. And I have worked out, I've got the correct numbers now at last. So your price tag, £118.99 or $169.95. What you get back in Club Inspire points, of course, is triple that. So in the UK, from buying the Gemini Junior today, it is 354 points in the UK, 507 points if you are in the UK. Remember, your Gemini Junior also comes with a starter kit as well. So it comes with a set of dies. It comes with a 3D embossing folder. It comes with all the plates. It comes with all the instructions as well. It does come with polystyrene. So if you are phobic on polystyrene, you have to get somebody else to get it out of the box, because actually, Debbie, you needed the power cord out of this one this morning. And I said, oh, don't worry, I'll get it for you. Open the box and saw the dreaded... Someone suggested in the comments earlier that what you do is you put headphones on and put gloves on, and then you can touch it. No, I still can't be in the same room. It's the touch and the feel of it, even through gloves. I'm afraid it's awful. I'm afraid. Marley is saying we need a Hawaii time clock as well, which would be clock number 5, wouldn't it? Hawaii 5-0. Anyway, right, okay, enough of me for just a moment. While you check out your baskets and take advantage of your triple points, here's just a quick reminder of how to get all of these goodies from this show.
Hi, I'm Joe from Crafters TV, and I'm here to show you how you can grab the best deals and shop whilst you watch during our shows. So the best way to watch us is always on Crafters TV. Head on over to our homepage and go to Crafters TV. You can see all of our shows, offers, and even shop while you watch. Now if you want to get involved and comment along, head over to our Facebook page. Come say hello, ask us some questions, and lol with us. Or you can watch us on YouTube. Simply head to our Crafters Companion YouTube channel. Got a smart TV? You can even AirPlay directly onto your big screen. We're constantly adding new and exciting shows to our schedule, so don't forget to check in. It's never been easier to have us in your living room. It's always fun here at Crafters TV, so come join us as we create every day.
Someone saying in the comments, who was it? Sandra saying, Debbie, I think Derek has you marked as a fickle woman. Not at all. I think she's amazing. Even though we're proposed, married and divorced all in one, all before it all happened. So busy across the show. Let me show you what's proving really, really popular. We'll start with the stamping starter set. Now this is your ability. It's the pentagon and the round frame. Did we say pentagon? Yeah, it was pentagon, wasn't it? And all of the little letters there as well. So if you want to personalize your projects, that also comes with the card there as well, which is really, really good. £15 or $19. Oh, it actually comes with the ink pad as well, doesn't it? Which is your Pebble one, isn't it? Your Finesse waterproof Pebble, which is really, really good. Next on to the foiling. Now, this is really, really good and really, really busy. And actually, I think since Debbie's demo, actually you realise that even though that foiling stamp, or die should I say, is a big one, you're just actually foiling those beautiful sort of edges around and then fitting in those flowers or anything else that you want to around the corner of those. It's really, really popular. And the foil is included there as well. It's a rose gold foil, of course, just kind of in step with the rose gold elements that are in the Garden of Love as well. It's a really nice foil to work with your flowers there as well. So £15, $19, triple points on everything. Remember this weekend, that's valid until midnight, UK midnight on the 19th of July. Right, which is tomorrow, by the way. So next up is your flower forming. Now with this you get the 2 sets of dies there, which is the layered rose and the layered daisy. You get your foam and the 400 white stamens as well. If you want other stamens, the rose gold stamens are available individually as well on the show. £23, $31, triple points all weekend. Again, which is really, really amazing. Right, okay, back to the full collection. In the Garden of Love, and they are beautiful, because if you think about how many different elements there are and how from the individuals collections you can add to this as well. But this is great. I mean, if you're going for your Gemini Junior for your first time this weekend, then actually this collection is just beautiful. And let me just give you 1 or 2 examples. Whoa, he says, nearly throwing everything around out of the park. Let me just show you. Just some examples of how you could use the elements in this. Now, look at that with the edgeables there. It's beautiful. And again, with the stamping, who's B&D, I wonder? Who was B&D? Who knows? This card, B&D. Who was that one, though? Who was that one? With this one, you've got the edgeables there at the front of the card. Oh, look now, RW and CG. Who was that? Whoever they are, they may have got married, or may not have got married on the 1st of May. Oh, hang on, 2010. So that was 10 years ago, wasn't it? Let's show you some of the other. See, this is brilliant, isn't it? I think once you've got the personalization stamps, I think that's it. Then you want to go crazy with your flowers. Of course, I'm sure what you can do is actually work in with the papers as well from Sarah's Rose Gold collection as well, and other background papers that you've got just to enhance these. Aren't they beautiful? Great for celebrations as well. You can see that has got that wonderful peony edgeable on it as well. It's that beautiful. And again, using some of the stamps which are in the collections as well. And just one more, always and forever. That's what they say. Except in my case, because, you know, it didn't even make it to its first second, my wedding. I mean, you know, get your pocket violins out, everyone. Anyway. So, what are we doing now, Debbie? Because we feel like we've crammed a lot into 2 hours, haven't we?
We have crammed quite a bit in. I'm going to go back to the edgeables, because I love that edgeable one, but there's also a beautiful border as well, which is called, proper name is, oh, Debbie, you've got wrong packet. And they're having me back later on. It's delicate lace border. So this is not an edgeable, this one, because it has that cutting edge that runs along the bottom, but it just means that you've got this beautiful border to play with as well. So I've got a little piece of the gold mirror card that's in the show as well, and I'm going to run that through in a moment. But I'm going back to the edgeable, taking a piece of cardstock, and I'm going to run it across the middle of my card. Excuse me, Derek, let me just grab a quick drink of water because I've got a tickle in the throat.
I've got your delicate lace edgeable here, actually.
Ah, fabulous.
Here it is.
It's gorgeous.
So it shows
really
you what it
is
can.
beautiful.
Oh, have I got the same one here? Are we talking at cross purposes? Is that the right one?
That's the border. This is my edgeable. That's the border, and I am going to be using that, Derek. So it's nice to show that you've shown it how lovely that actually is, because I am going to be using that. Now I've had to switch my machine around just for a second, only because I'm going across my card, and I've got a nice big card for this particular one, so I've just switched to my bigger one. However, that junior, at that price today, can I just go back to how amazing that deal? I had to work really hard to get that deal, Derek.
I know, well done
really
as
hard.
well.
I had to go and ask very nicely, could I have something special with it being my first live Saturday here? And honestly, when they told me what deal I could have, I thought because obviously it has to go through Simon.
Has to go to the top.
It has to go to the very, very top. And I thought, there's no way, and he did. I couldn't believe it. I thought, fabulous.
Especially with the triple points on as well.
Well, that's why I thought he wouldn't say yes.
Well, because let me tell you, and if you think about this as well, to have the triple points, you know, it could be that buying your Gemini Junior at a lower price with triple the points on it elevates you up from 5% off all your orders to 10% off all your orders, or to from 10 to 15, or from 15 to 20 if you manage to go platinum. It's like, that makes a big deal of difference, because you're going to be buying a lot of goodies within a month, within a year. And so as a business, you have to think, right, okay, so every time Dorothy, who's now gone platinum, shops with us, she's buying everything at 20% less than the price that it should be. And of course, that has an effect on how many lights we can keep on There's enough at the moment though, Debbie, isn't there?
Absolutely there is. Now can you see now how I've finished that card? It's cutting across the middle of the card. So this Edgeable, because you don't have that bottom cutting line, means it stays within the cardstock. So again, I've given myself a little bit of a different style card this time, and I love that effect where it goes across the bottom. I'm just going to put that to one side for a second though, Derek, because I'm bringing back in now this gorgeous, intricate, and it is intricate, delicate lace border. You can see how beautiful this is. And now, can I just tell you a little bit of a secret to this one is there's no cutting edge going down here, which means you can extend it. It means you can extend and extend and extend, so it can be as big as you want, as little as you want or as big as you want. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to hold that down with some tape. I'm going to run that back through my Gemini. So let's pop my plate on. Right, so let's run that through. There we go. Let me get rid of all my bits as well. I don't know why I'm saying tidy up. It's going to be myself tidying up in a bit because I've got to reset for the next show later on. Right, so let's just pop this just down here and take that off so you can see how gorgeous this border actually is. It's absolutely fabulous. And on this cardstock, it looks sensational. Just excuse me for a second while I give it a quick tap. You wouldn't do that normally. And if nobody's watching, I'll get away with that one. If Leanne's watching, she'll be shouting at me. She will. Stop tapping that die. But I'm just going to bring that out and then you can see, look how gorgeous that is. Can I hold that up for a second? And apart from the couple of little bits that I haven't poked out, let me just see if I can get my poker tool behind there. And then every time you think you've poked everything out, Derek, you see another little random bit poking through. Oh, there we go. Look how beautiful that actually is. That is a beautiful, beautiful border. And can you see where it's cut that out solid, whereas the Edgeable stays within? So you've got an Edgeable and you've got a border. Is that in the same deal, that one, as Derek? Is that the same deal? I've thrown that one to you, making you work.
Oh,
making you work
she's
there.
getting me working. Yes, I think. Yes, I think it is, isn't it? The question is
the border
Edgeable,
with the Edgeable?
Yes.
Yay! I thought I got it right.
Good.
I got it right.
I had a
That's
1 in 2
because you were
chance of getting
busy
that right.
reading the comments. I know. I saw what you was doing. You was reading the comments from our lovely viewers that are watching.
They are very, very kind. They're very, very lovely and great for getting up so early on a Saturday morning as well.
I know.
If you're over in the States as well. I mean, it's a big ask on a Saturday morning as well. So thank you, because we're really, really excited about being live now 7 days a week. And very, very busy as well. We've got loads and loads of you watching on Facebook and on YouTube as well. We've had a good old giggle, haven't we, this morning about, nearly getting married and all of that kind of stuff. I don't want to keep going on about it, but I nearly got married today. I nearly, but not quite.
I've lost my tool, Derek. Oh, it's there.
Gone?
Look, it's there. I found it. It was right in front of my nose. I'm just going to highlight a little bit again, just on there. Sorry, Derek.
No, it's all right.
I'll make
lovely.
it up to you. I promise. I promise.
Well, I don't know how you can top that, Debbie, to be honest. I mean, marriage is a big one to top, really, isn't it? I'm looking forward to what that might be. Can I suggest edible?
Oh, yeah, definitely.
That's fine. Anything edible will completely, you'll be forgiven forever.
Oh, bless you. So what I've just done to create myself a little bit of a matten layer here is I've used one of our nesting dies, our oval stitched nesting dives. Dives? What's a dive? A die, and I've used the linen cardstock and the matte mirror card there. Can you see that lovely matte? And then that lovely linen card as well that fits in perfectly. Now these will be on the website. So what I'm just going to do is pop those onto the middle. Let's pop that there. And then I've taken one of the sentiments as well. So I'm going to bring in my dotty tape pen just to run that over the top. And I've used the happy anniversary because we do have all the sentiments on there as well, Derek. So this one is happy anniversary. So we'll pop that on. And this make a lovely anniversary card. So I'll pop that on. I've already brought in a couple of my daisies that I made earlier. And I'll fetch my glue gun just around there. And let me just add these on. I'll pop a blob just at the top. And I'm going to add one down in the bottom as well. There we go. Pop that there. And again, How fabulous does that look? Just again, using that. Oh, do you know what I forgot to use? I forgot to put my thing on. Oh, do you know what? I'm going to bring it in because I've snipped it down. Let me just show you what I did. I had 3 petals, there we go. Keep it there. I had 3, but I just took 2, just snipped one off there. I'm going to run that across.
Do you know, they'd be great for, you know, when the kids need costumes that might have a tiara or a crown. They'd be brilliant for that, wouldn't they, onto gold cardstock?
Absolutely. And I'm just going to shuffle that underneath my daisy. But there we go. And how lovely, all that brought together, how it all works beautifully together.
Do you know what, Debbie, what you could do, and this is the last time I promise, because there's just too much comedy in this for me. What you could do is now keep that to one side for a whole year and then give it to me this day next year on the day that it nearly happened, the anniversary of us nearly getting married.
It's a deal.
Brilliant. And then we can both, we'll both have a glass of something and say happy anniversary that never was. Brilliant. Debbie, I love you. I love your demonstrations as well. They were tremendous. Thank you very much. I feel like we've crammed so much in. I can't believe, again, looking at the time, it's coming up to 1 o'clock. But listen, before we go, we've got to take advantage of Debbie's deal, haven't we? Debbie's deal of the show on the Gemini Junior, because it's triple points and 15% off. So do take advantage of that. It is the perfect time to get it in your basket and get it checked out as well. Just a quick reminder on that, by the way. If you're in the UK, it's just $118.99 and you get 354 Club Inspire points because you get triple points on everything until midnight on the 19th. And if you're in the US, it's $169.95 down from $199. So that's a 15% saving, and you'd get over 500 Club Inspire points. So that's a definite reason. If you need a Gemini Junior, if anybody that you craft with, or you know, or you're thinking gifts for birthdays or whatever it might be, and you're thinking now would be a good time, if you were buying this for someone else, your balance of Club Inspire points suddenly rockets through the roof, which is brilliant. Right, now that's it for this show. Thank you to your lovely company as well on Facebook. Lots of us have had a very, very good laugh, let me tell you. And boiling water and towels is the best way to defrost the freezer, apparently. More household tips a little bit later on. We are back together. Yes, you've got to put up with another 2 hours later, Debbie, of me.
I can't wait. I've got some nice salmon to have with my dinner, but I'm really looking forward to it because do you know what, Derek? This is another first for me. I've never done a craft house. So this is the first time, not only at the weekend, that we're doing this live broadcasting now over the weekend, 7 days a week, but it's the first time I've done a craft house. So I'm really looking forward to it. And I hear you've got a surprise for me as well.
Yeah, we've got witnesses. I'm sorry, guests. We've got guests with us this afternoon. Carol and Maxine are going to join in on the Craft House show later as well. So we're really, really looking forward to that as well. So listen, whatever you are doing right now, we will see you back here in 3 hours' time. Please, if you can, come and join us because, we are going to have, you've seen already from the last couple of hours, we're going to have a lot of fun. So see you back here in 3 hours. Make sure you check everything out because it's triple points all weekend. See you later.